Hello, welcome to our channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is still for feedback and control systems, continuation or part 2 nung episode 2, which is review for differential equations. So, kung hindi nyo mapapanood yung episode 2, part 1 ng review for differential equations, ililink ko na lang sa description. So, nag-solve lang tayo ng some problems sa part 1. Ito yung mga na-solve natin. So, tuloy lang natin yung pag-solve ng more problems all about solving differential equations. So, dun sa part 1 nitong review for differential equations, nakasolve tayo ng hanggang 3. Tapos, na-solve natin tong A. Tuloy natin yung B. Okay, so yung B, solve natin. Take note, isa-solve natin itong mga DE using classical methods. Okay? So part B tayo. So for part B, solve the DE, d squared x over dt squared plus 6 dx over dt plus 8x is equal to 5 sine 3t. So meron tayong non-homogeneous. Okay? Second order linear differential equation with constant coefficients lang, di ba? Okay, so kuhain muna natin yung complementary function. So dahil non-homogeneous ito, non-homogeneous DE, ang solution natin, general solution is given by y or actually x, kasi yan yung dependent variable natin. X is equal to xc plus xp. Yung xc yung complementary function, yung xp yung particular solution. Okay? Non-homogeneous siya kasi hindi na zero yung nasa right side. Right? Meron tayong function of t na 5 sine 3t. Kaya homogeneous. So for complementary function muna xc, solve lang natin yung homogeneous DE version nito. Okay? Ibig sabihin, equate natin to 0. As if wala tayong function of t sa right side, 0. Okay? Pwede natin tong i-convert into differential operator as d square plus 6d plus 8x is equal to 0. Okay? So, kuhain natin yung auxiliary equation or AE for short. So, that's given by f of m is equal to 0. Isa-solve natin yung roots. Pero ano ba yung f of m? Yung f of m, makukuha natin sa f of d, which is function ng operator d, d square plus 6d plus 8. Okay? So, dapat nare-recall nyo lang yung natutunan natin sa pag-solve ng homogeneous and non-homogeneous differential equations with constant coefficients. Okay? So, kaya it's just a review. I hope na naalala nyo pa yung pag-solve ng DE. So, ngayon, kuha natin yung auxiliary equation. Ale, f of m is equal to 0. Papalitan natin yung mga d ng m. Magiging m squared plus 6m plus 8 equal to 0. So, factorable ba ito? Solve the roots. Okay? Yes, factorable siya, right? Factors ng m squared, m and m. Factors ng 8 kapag in-add is 6. So, pwedeng positive 2 and positive 4. Right? Then, equate each factor to 0. So, m plus 2 equals 0. M plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, one root is m is equal to negative 2 and the other root is m is negative 4. So, ano ngayon yung x sub c natin? So, meron tayong c1 e to the negative 2t, right? Plus c2 e to the negative 4t. So this is case 1 sa non-homogeneous, sa homogeneous DE. Kapag yung roots ng auxiliary equation natin is real and unique. Okay? Then, dun na tayo sa XP. Yan. Yung XP ang medyo matrabaho dito. Kukuhain natin ngayon yung particular solution. Ibabase nyo dun sa function sa right side. So, kung ito yung DE natin, or sige, naka-differential operator na, pero ibabalik natin yung right side natin na 5 sin 3t. Okay? 5 sin 3t. So, ano yung i-assume nating XP? So, pwede tayong gumamit dito ng undetermined coefficients, method of undetermined coefficients, or kung gusto nyo, variation of parameters, or reduction of order. Sige, dahil yung right side naman natin is sine, pwede siyang i-undetermined coefficient. Okay? So, methods of undetermined coefficient ang gamitin natin. So, nare-recall nyo pa ba yun? Okay. So, recall natin, method of undetermined coefficient. So, kailangan alam nyo yung form ng XP. So, yung right side kasi natin is 5 sin 3t. Okay? So, wala siyang kaparehong kasi kapag bumuo kayo ng homogeneous DE dito sa 5 sin 3t na yung solution is ito, pwede yang magkaroon ng auxiliary equation roots na ano. 'Di ba dapat meron siyang m is equal to plus minus 3i. Right? So, hindi kapareho nung nakuha nating roots, auxiliary equation dito sa non-homogeneous part. Yung naka-equate sa 0 kanina. Kasi ang nakuha natin dito is m is negative 1. Negative 1 nga ba? No. Negative 2 pala saka negative 4. Negative 2 and negative 4. So, wala siyang kapareho. Ibig sabihin, pwede nating, wala tayong mare-repeat sa XP. Okay, na roots. So, kapag may sin 3t ka, automatic in pair yan with cosine. So, assume natin na yung XP is A cosine, or sige, A sin 3t, A sin 3t, sorry, A sin 3t plus B cosine 3t. So, laging in pair kasi yung sine tsaka cosine. Okay, nakuha natin tong form ng XP kasi yung right side nga natin is 5 sin 3t. Ang goal is hanapin si A and B. So, paano hahanapin? Ipa-plug in ngayon natin dito sa original DE, D squared 6D plus 8, X sub P is equal to 5 sin 3t. So, ibig sabihin, i-distribute nyo yung XP, magiging second derivative ng XP plus 6 times first derivative ng XP plus 8XP is equal to 5 sin 3t. So, kailangan nating makuha yung second derivative ng XP tsaka first derivative ng XP. So, dahil ito yung form ng XP natin, first derivative ng XP, i-differentiate natin to. So, apply natin yung derivatives formula. So, yung A sin 3t, that's A, constant, copy lang. Then, derivative ng sin 3t, that's cos sin 3t. By chain rule, times the derivative ng 3t is 3, right? Plus, so dito naman, B, constant, copy lang. Derivative naman ng cosine ay negative sin 3t. By chain rule, times the derivative ng 3t is 3. So, therefore, simplifying, ayusin lang natin yung terms. It's equal to 3a cosine 3t, then negative 3b sin 3t. So, first derivative ito. Okay? Isa pa, kasi kailangan natin ng second derivative. So, second derivative natin itong first derivative. Or i-derivative natin yung first derivative na to. So, differentiate muna itong first term. 3a cosine 3t. So, 3a constant, copy. again, derivative ng cosine 3t, that's negative sine 3t times 3. Okay? Then ito naman, minus, so 3b constant, copy lang. And then, derivative ng sine, derivative ng sine 3t, alam natin that's cosine 3t times 3. So, simplifying, so 3a times negative sine 3t times 3, magiging negative 9a sine 3t. Then, negative 3b times 3, negative 9b cosine 3t. So, ipapalit ngayon natin dito sa DE yung mga values. So, yung second derivative, anong nakuha natin? Negative 9a sine 3t minus 9b cosine 3t. Then, plus 6 times, yung first derivative, anong nakuha natin? Ito, diba? 3a cosine 3t minus 3b sine 3t. Okay? Tapos, plus 8xp. So, dito na lang sa baba. Plus 8xp ay, di ba yun yung form natin ng xp kanina? It's a sine 3t plus b cosine 3t. So, a sine 3t plus b cosine 3t. Then, equal to 5 sine 3t. So, simplify natin yung left side. So, distribute yung pwedeng i-distribute. So, ito, copy lang. Okay. Tapos, distribute itong 6. So, 6 times 3a positive 18a cosine 3t. 6 times negative 3b, negative 18b sine 3t. Then, distribute din itong 8. 8a sine 3t. Then, 8b plus 8b cosine 3t equals to 5 sine 3t. So, pwede tayong mag-combine dito. So, dito sa mga sine, we have sine 3t, sine 3t, sine 3t. Okay? So, ito pwedeng i-combine. Negative 9a, yung coefficient, plus 8a, minus 18b. Then times sine 3t, right? Okay. Then sa mga cosine 3t naman, okay, so we have yung coefficients nila, i-combine natin. So negative 9b plus 18a plus 8b tas times cosine 3t. Okay. Equals 5 sine 3t. So, simplifying ito, negative 9a plus 8a, negative a, minus 18b, sine 3t, plus, so dito naman, 18a, combine negative 9b plus 8b, negative b, cosine 3t, equals to 5 sine 3t. So, equating coefficients na tayo. By equating coefficients, ibig sabihin, yung same function, equate nyo yung coefficients sa left at sa right. Halimbawa, dito sa sine 3t, ang coefficient niya sa right side is 5, right? Sa left side, sine 3t, ang coefficient is negative a minus 18b. Tapos sa cosine 3t naman, ito, coefficient sa left ay 18a minus b, then sa right side wala, right? Wala kang sign eh. ay cosine So, 0 yon. So, isosolve na lang natin itong equation simultaneously. Equation 1, equation 2. So, paano natin ito isosolve? So, pwede nating isolve itong 2. Let's say for B. Okay, transpose nyo si B. Bale, B is 18A. Okay, so substitute B is equal to 18A, ito, in 1. So, bale, negative A minus 18 times B, which is 18A, right, equals 5. Okay, so what is negative A minus 18 times 18A? So, negative A minus 18 times 18 is 324A equals 5. So, negative A minus 324A, negative 325A equals 5. Divide both sides by negative 325. Cancel. A is, so 5 over negative 325, or in lowest term, it's negative 1 over 65. So, masasolve ngayon natin si B using itong equation for B na B is 18A. 18A, which is, nakuha nating A is, substitute 18 times negative 1 over 65. May lowest term ba yan? 18 over 65. So, wala na, right? So, negative 18 over 65. Okay, so therefore, ano yung XP natin? Yung XP natin, di ba, that's, ang form niya kanina, kung babalikan, ay ito. Papalit nyo na yung nakuhang value ng A and B. Right? So, XP is, ano si A? A natin ay negative 1 over 65. Then, times sine 3t. Plus B natin, ito naman, negative 18 over, okay, negative 18 over 65 cosine 3t. So, pag pinagsama natin, yung pinaka-general solution, di ba, x is equal to xc plus xp. Which is, so, ano si xc natin kanina? Xc kanina ay, eto, copy. Okay, plus xp. Ito nga, yung nakuha nating value na to, copy. Or delete ko na to. So, ito yung general solution. Okay, pero particular solution. Particular solution dapat kasi sabi sa problem, merong zero initial conditions. Saan ba yun? Ito. Assume zero initial conditions. So, hindi general solution yung hahanapin natin. Kailangan masolve natin si C1 at C2. Okay. So, solve natin dapat si C1 tsaka si C2. Sorry, wala na tong, alisin natin itong XC. So, assuming or using yung sabing zero initial condition. So, dapat at x is equal, or at t, the independent variable, at t is equal to 0, dapat yung x of 0 is equal to 0, as well as yung x prime of 0, or first derivative ng x, should be equal to 0. Okay, so gamitin natin. So ito muna ang condition na to. So papalitan natin yung mga t ng 0 Tapos yung x of 0 is-equate natin to 0. So therefore, 0 is equal to C1. Okay, palitan natin yung mga t ng 0 plus C2 e to the negative 4 times 0 minus 1 over 65 sine 3 times 0 minus 18 over 65 cos sine 3 times 0. Okay? So lahat ng mga t pinalitan ko ng 0. Tapos yung x of 0 sa left side 0. Ito yung initial 0 initial condition. Tapos simplify natin. Delete natin tong mga ginuhitan natin. Ito yung general solution Okay. So pag sinimplify natin to, magiging 0 is equal, so yung e to the 0 is 1. So C1 na lang yan. E to the negative 4 times 0, 1 lang din, so C2 na lang. Diba yung sine 3 times 0 is sine 0. Ang sine 0 is 0. So wala na to. 0 na. Then minus 18 over 65. Cosine 3 times 0 is cosine 0 or 1. Okay? So therefore, magiging, pwede nyong i-transpose na lang ito sa right side, ay sa left side. Magiging C1 plus C2, kasi negative 18 over 65 times 1, 18 over 65 lang yan, negative. Transpose nyo sa kaliwa, positive 18 over 65. Or sige, unahin natin yung C1 plus C2 equal to 18 over 65. Equation 1. Next, isa pa, kasi dalawa yung sasolve natin. Gagamitin naman natin yung condition na x prime of 0 is equal to 0. Okay, so i-derivative natin dapat. Di-derivative natin to. Medyo mahaba nga lang, di ba? Pero sige. Derivative natin, x prime is equal sa derivative each term. So derivative nito is C1 e to the negative 2t times negative 2. Chain rule, right? Plus, ito, derivative is C2 e to the negative 40 by chain rule times derivative ng negative 40, negative 4. Okay? Then dito naman, so negative 1 over 65, derivative ng sine, cosine 3t. Chain rule times the derivative ng 3t, 3. Okay? Plus, minus pala, sorry. Constant, 18 over 65, derivative ng cosine, negative sine 3t. Chain rule times derivative ng 3t, 3. Simplifying, so x prime is, sige, unahin natin tong negative 2c1 e to the negative 2t, tapos minus 4c2 e to the negative 40. Okay? Tapos 3 times negative 1 over 65, may lowest term ba yun? Wala. So negative 3 over 65 cosine 3t na siya. Then ito, negative 18 over 65 times 3. Okay, so times nga lang yung 3 times negative 18, negative 54 over 65. Negative pala to times negative, right? Positive na siya. So positive 54 sine 3t. So, pwede na natin i-apply yung condition na at x, at t is equal to 0, x prime of 0 is 0. Para makabuo ng pangalawang equation. Okay? So, x prime of 0 is 0, then negative 2, c1, e to the negative 2, palitan nyo ngayon yung mga t uli ng 0. Okay? Minus 4, c2, e to the negative 4 times 0, minus 3 over 65 cosine 3 times 0, plus 54 over 65 sine 3 times 0. So 0 is equal, so 1 lang to, right? So bale matitira is negative 2c1. Ito 1 lang din, matitira is negative 4c2. Okay? Tapos, cosine 3 times 0 is cosine 0 or 1. So, matitira to, negative 3 over 65. Tapos, sine 3 times 0, 0, right? So, wala na yan. So, transpose na lang natin itong negative 3 over 65 sa kaliwa. So, magiging positive 3 over 65 is equal to negative 2c1 minus 4c2. Yan, equation 2. Sige, pagsamahin natin ngayon, yung equation 1 at equation 2 involving C1 and C2. Ito yung equation 1, di ba? So, puro systems of linear equation tayo. Okay, equation 1. Tapos, sige, unahin ko na itong negative 2c1 minus 4c2 sa left side. Tapos, sa right side is 3 over 65. Solve natin simultaneously for C1 and C2. Okay, so elimination method. Eliminate natin si C1. So, pwede kong i-multiply 2 times equation 1, then add equation 2, right? Para ma-cancel si C1. So, pag minultiply nyo tong equation 1 by 2, distribute yung 2, bale 2C1 plus 2C2 is equal to 2 times 18 over 65, 36 over 65. Then, add natin sa equation 2. Ito, copy. Para ma-eliminate si C1. So, 2C1 plus negative 2C1, 0. Eliminated na si C1. 2C2 plus negative 4C2. Negative 2C2, right? Tapos, sa right side, 36 over 65 plus 3 over 65. So, similar fraction naman, copy the same denominator, 65, and add the numerators, 36 plus 3, 39. Okay, so therefore, masasolve natin si C2 by dividing lang to by negative to both sides. So, C2 is 39 over 65 divided by negative 2 or times lang to by negative 1/2, right? Okay, so anong lowest term nito? Sige, 39 over 65 times negative 1/2. Negative 3/10. So may C2 na tayo. So para ma-solve si C1, sige, gamitin natin ito, equation 1, C1 plus C2 is 18 over 65. Okay? So, meron ka ng C2. Substitute mo ngayon dito. So, C1 is 18 over 65. Transpose si C2 sa kanan, magiging negative C2. So, C1 is 18 over 65 minus C2 na nakuha. Negative 3/10. So, 18 over 65, negative of negative, positive 3/10. So, ilan yan? 18 over 65 plus 3/10. 15 over 26 using a calculator. Okay. Yan. So, papalit nyo na ngayon sa particular ay sa general solution para makuha yung pinaka-particular solution. Di ba ito yung general solution natin? Okay. So, papalitan nyo yung C1 at C2 ngayon. Ano si C1? 15 over 26 times e to the negative 2t plus C2 naman, negative 3/10. So, minus 3/10 e to the negative 40. Then, minus, copy nyo na lang to, minus 1 over 65 sine 3t minus 18 over 65 cosine 3t. So, ito na yung sagot. Particular solution dapat meron tayo. Mawawala na yung constant C1, C2. Okay, sige. Number or next part, tatlo ata yun eh. A, B, C. So, B yung sinolve natin kanina, di ba? Ito, part C na tayo. So, for part C, so ganun uli, meron tayong non-homogeneous uli. Constant coefficient, second order, di ba? So, in differential operator form, transform natin itong left side in terms of differential operator D. Pwede siyang D square plus 8D plus 25 times X equals to 10 U of T. Yung U of T natin, actually pwede nyo na lang gawing 1 yan. Diba? Assuming yung time T natin is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So, 10 times 1 or 10. Yan. So, parang sa kanina, ang general solution ulit is X is equal to XC plus XP. So, sa XC muna tayo, solve the homogeneous DE. Equate lang muna natin sa 0. Assuming wala tayong f of t na non-zero sa right side. Para makuha sa x of c, solve natin yung homogeneous DE. Ganun ulit, auxiliary equation. Ano ba sa f of d? Itong d square plus 8d plus 25, right? So, auxiliary equation is f of m is equal to 0. Palitan natin yung mga d ng m. Or, sige, meron pala tayong sulat pa. Copy ko. Kasi may sulat pa yung ano eh. Yung mga next part ng pages. Copy natin dito. Lipat natin dito. Yan. Tuloy natin. Okay. So, f of m is equal to 0, auxiliary equation. Palitan yung mga d ng m. So, m square plus 8m plus 25 is equal to 0. Yan. So, solve natin ngayon itong quadratic equation. Factorable ba siya? Parang hindi. Okay? Kasi 5, 5. Walang mag-yield sa 8. So, quadratic formula. Using quadratic formula na lang or completing the square, pwede rin. So, m is, diba, negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Ano si a? Coefficient ng m squared, invisible coefficient 1. B, coefficient ni m, which is 8. C is yung constant, 25. So, m is negative b, which is 8, plus minus the square root of b squared, 8 square, minus 4a1, c, 25, divided by 2 times a, which is 1. So, negative 8 plus minus the square root, 8 square is 64, minus 4 times 1 times 25, 100. Divided by 2 times 1, 2. So, m is negative 8 plus minus the square root. Ano yung 64 minus 100? Negative 36, di ba? Divided by 2. So, negative 36, that's equal to 6i, imaginary. Kasi may square root, tas negative yung nasa loob. So, negative 8 plus minus 6i over 2. So, pwede nyong i-distribute yung 2. M is negative 8 divided by 2, negative 4, plus minus 6 divided by 2, 3i. So, kapag may roots tayo na complex conjugate, anong form ng, or anong case yun sa homogeneous? Okay, yan yung case 3. Yung magkakaroon ng pair ng sine and cosine with base e. Okay? With exponential function e. So, x of c natin therefore is c1, e to the negative 4t, tapos cosine 3t. Plus, so yung sine naman, c2, so same, e to the negative 4t, pero sign naman ng 3D. So, case 3 ng solving homogeneous D ito, di ba? Pag may complex conjugate root. So, ito na yung XC natin. So, ang hahanapin na natin next, si XP. Di ba? So, ano ba yung right side natin? Sige, ibalik natin yung original DE natin. Ito, copy. Okay. So, ano nga uli yung roots natin dito? Ang roots natin dito is M is negative 4 plus minus 3i. Kapag constant ka dito sa right side, ibig sabihin yan, particular solution siya na kapag binuuan mo ng homogeneous DE, meron siyang auxiliary equation roots na 0, right? Kasi constant. So therefore, constant din yung pwede nating maging form ng XP. Okay, so let XP be equal to constant A. So independent dito kasi hindi naman siya pareho ng roots. Yan. So ipapalit ngayon natin D squared plus 8D plus 25 XP is equal to 10. So distribute nyo yung XP, bale D squared XP plus 8D XP plus 25 XP is 10. Okay? So, hanapin uli natin yung second derivative ng XP saka first derivative ng XP. Given na yung XP is A. So, first derivative muna ng XP. Dahil A is just a constant, 0. Right? Sumunod din, yung second derivative niya, derivative ng 0 is 0. So, pag pinalit ngayon natin dito, so second derivative, 0. Plus 8, first derivative is 0. Plus 25, XP is, di ba, A, equals 10. So, wala na yan, 0, bale 25A is equal to 10. So, naka-equate na yung coefficients, constant into constant, right? Solve na lang natin si A. A is, divide both sides by 25, 10 over 25. Or in lowest term, that's 2/5. Okay? Yan. So, ang particular solution XP pala natin is equal to A na 2/5 lang. So, pagsamahin na natin, yung general solution is X equal to X sub C plus XP. So, X is, ano si X sub C uli? Copy na lang natin. Ito. Okay, plus XP. Ano yung XP natin? XP, 2/5. General solution to. Okay? General solution. Pero, particular solution dapat ulit tayo. May sinabing 0 initial conditions eh. Okay? So, apply natin ulit at t is equal to 0, x of 0 is 0, and x prime of 0 is 0. Sige, gamitin muna natin tong first condition. Bale, x of 0 is 0. Tapos palitan nyo yung mga t ng 0. So, C1, e to the negative 4 times 0, cosine 3 times 0, plus C2, e to the negative 4 times 0, sine 3 times 0, plus 2/5. So, ito is 1. Ito, cosine 3 times 0 is cosine 0 or 1, right? So, matitira is C1 na lang dito. Tapos, plus C2, ito 1 din, yung ito to negative 4 times 0. Anong sine 3 times 0? Sine 0 or 0. Eh di mawawala na to kasi tatimes mo sa 0 si C2. Plus 2/5. So, wala na yan. Bale, 0 is C1 plus 2/5 na lang. So, transpose mo na lang si 2/5 sa left side. Negative 2/5 bale is C1. Okay? Tapos, isolve natin ngayon si C2 naman. Okay, so ano nang meron tayo? Ito yung general solution, right? Sige, so kailangan nating i-derivative. Apply naman natin yung condition na to. Okay, so ang gagawin natin, i-derivative natin yan. So x prime is equal to, so ito muna, C1. Sige, so gawin natin is product rule. Derivative ng UV, kasi dalawang function, E tsaka cosine. UdV plus PdU. Okay, so i-factor out na lang kaya natin si e to the negative 40, no, para mas madali. I-factor out si e to the negative 40, bale times C1 cosine 3t plus C2 sine 3t. Okay? Plus 2/5. So ito si U, ito si V. So, bale, copy muna si U, e to the negative 40, tas derivative natin to, si V, U dV, di ba? So, C1, derivative ng cosine 3t is negative sine 3t times 3, chain rule, derivative ng 3. Then, plus, derivative naman ito, C2, derivative ni sine is cosine 3t, chain rule, times sa derivative ng 3t, 3. Plus, sa VDU naman. So, copy naman si V, which is ito, right? C1 cosine 3t plus C2 sine 3t times sa derivative ng U na e to the negative 40. So, e to the negative 40 times negative 4. Derivative ng e to the negative 40, right? Okay, plus derivative ng 2/5, 0. Sige, ayusin natin or simplify pa natin. So ito is e to the negative 40 magiging negative 3 times C1, negative 3C1 sine 3t, tas 3 times C2, 3C2 cosine 3t. Tas ito, pwede nyong ipasok si negative 4. So plus e to the negative 40. So, C1 cosine 3t times negative 4, negative 4 C1 cosine 3t, tas negative 4 times C2, negative 4 C2 sine 3t. Okay? Factor out na natin si e to the negative 40. So, ma-add itong dalawang to, yung mga naka-multiply sa kanila. Ito, plus ito. Kasi finactor out natin si e to the negative 40 dito sa dalawa. Okay, pag kinumbine natin, e to the negative 40, so sa sine 3t, meron tayong negative negative 3C1 minus 4C2. Okay? Times sin 3t. Tapos, plus, sa cosine naman, meron tayong negative 4C1 plus 3C2 times cosine 3t. Okay. So, saka natin ngayon i-apply yung condition na at t is 0, x is, or x prime, x prime of 0 is 0. So, itong x prime is 0 equal, so papalitan ngayon natin lahat ng mga t dito ng 0. So, e to the negative 4 times 0, negative 3C1 minus 4C2 sine 3 times 0, right? Plus negative 4C1, ito, plus 3C2 cosine 3t gawing 0. So, ito is 1 na lang, right? So, 0 is equal to, etong sine 3 times 0, sine 0 is 0. So, mawawala na to. Tapos 1 na lang to. So 1 times, so 0 na to. Etong cosine 3 times 0 is 1. So may E1 si negative 4C1 plus 3C2 times 1. Okay? So matitira na lang ito. Pag sinimplify nyo to, ang natira is 0 is equal to dito. Negative 4C1 plus 3C2. Okay, pero meron na tayong value ng, meron na tayong C1, di ba? Ano si C1? Kanina si C1 ay, saan si C1? Negative 2/5. So, papalitan na natin yan ng value. So, 0 is negative 4 times C1 negative 2/5 plus 3C2. So, ano na to? 0 is positive 8/5 plus 3C2. Right? Transpose nyo dito sa kaliwa, si 8/5 magiging negative 8/5 3C2. Tapos, divide both sides by 3. So, C2 is negative 8/5 divided by 3, that's negative 8 over 5 times 3, 15. Ito si C2. Okay, so kaya, pag pinalit ngayon natin, dun sa general solution, makukuha natin yung particular solution na ano. Ito yung general solution, di ba? Copy natin. X is, so C1, negative 2/5, tama. Negative 2/5. E to the negative 40 cosine 3t, then plus C2, negative 8 over 15. So, minus 8 over 15, e to the negative 40, sine 3t, okay, plus 2/5. So, yan yung general solution. Particular solution pala kasi. Na-solve na natin yung mga constant C1 and C2. So, yun yung part C, di ba? So, solve pa ba tayo more? Sige, check tayo ng problem. Okay, sige, ito naman. Anong number yon? 3? 3 lang yan, di ba? Yung parts A to C. Okay, 3. A, B, C. Sige, number 4. Actually, pareho lang nung sige, sulat na lang natin. Number 4, solve the following DE using classical methods pa rin. Okay. And the given initial conditions. So, sige. Sa A muna, d squared x over dt square plus 2dx over dt plus 2x is equal to sine 2t. Tapos may condition na x of 0 is equal to 2 and dx of 0 over dt is negative 3. Sige, so meron ulit tayong puro non-homogeneous. Okay, non-homogeneous DE. Sige, sulat natin in terms of inverse operator D. So, pwedeng D square plus 2D plus 2 times X is equal to sine 2T. So, ganun uli, X is XC plus XP. So, kay XC muna tayo, complementary function. So, solve natin yung homogeneous version nung non-homogeneous D. Equate lang muna natin to 0. And then, f of D bale is itong D squared plus 2D plus 2. Auxiliary equation, f of M is equal to 0. So, palitan yung mga D ng M, bale, M square plus 2M plus 2 equal to 0. Then, solve for the roots. Okay. Ito ba ay factorable? Okay, hindi ulit ito factorable. So, quadratic formula. So, M is, again, negative B plus minus square root of B squared minus 4AC over 2A. Ano si A? Coefficient ng M squared 1. Ano si B? Coefficient ng M 2. Ano si C? Yung constant 2. So, M is negative ng B, which is 2, plus minus the square root of B squared. So, 2 square minus 4A1 times C2 over 2 times A1. So, negative 2 plus minus the square root ng, ano yung 2 square? 4. Then, minus 4 times 1 times 2? 8. Minus 8 over 2 times 1, 2. So, negative 2 plus minus 4 minus 8, that's square root ng negative 4 over 2. So, square root ng negative 4, so, imaginary uli yan, 2i, right? Divided by 2. So, divide na lang natin. Negative 2 divided by 2, negative 1, plus minus 2i divided by 2i. So, complex conjugate roots ulit tayo. Yung m natin is negative 1 plus minus I. Therefore, ang form ng XCI, case 3 ulit ng homogeneous. Yung may pair ng sine and cosine with exponential, E, right? So, C1, e to the negative 1t then cosine I. So 1i lang yan. So I 1t plus C2 naman e to the negative 1t ulit, tapos sine 1t naman. Or simply, C1 e to the negative t cosine t plus C2 e to the negative t sine t. Okay, ito si XC. So, paano naman kay XP? Sige, ibalik natin ngayon yung right side. So, bale, ang magiging DE natin is, so, copy natin to. So, ano ba yung nasa right side? Sine 2t. So, balik natin si sine 2t. So, check nyo kung mauulit ba yung roots dito sa left side, dito sa right side. Diba ang m natin dito is 1 ba? Negative 1, I mean. Negative 1 plus minus I. So, obviously, hindi. Kasi kapag bumuo ka ng homogeneous DE dito na may particular solution na sine 2t, yung auxiliary equation root should be plus minus 2i, right? So, pwede nating gawing XP is, so pair uli ng cosine 2t tsaka sine 2t. So, let's say A sine 2t plus B sine, cosine 2t. Yan. So, hanapin si A and B. So, palit natin ngayon dito yung XP. So, d squared plus 2d plus 2 XP is equal to sine 2t. So, distribute yung XP. Bale, d squared XP plus 2d XP plus 2XP is sine 2t. So, kailangan natin yung second derivative ni XP tsaka first derivative ni XP. So, hanapin muna si first derivative ni XP. Ito yung XP natin. So, derivative ng A sine 2t. That's A, constant, copy. Anong derivative ng sine 2t? Positive cosine 2t times 2, right? Plus, so B cosine 2t naman, derivative niyan. So, B copy lang, constant. Derivative ng cosine 2t, negative sine 2t times 2, chain rule. Or, 2a cosine 2t. Then negative 2b sine 2t. Okay? Isa pa, second derivative. Second derivative ni XP. So, i-derivative natin tong first derivative niya. So, 2a, copy, constant, times derivative ng cosine 2t, negative sine 2t times 2. Tas negative 2b, copy, constant, times derivative ni sine 2t is positive cosine 2t times 2. Or 2a negative times 2, negative 4a. Sine 2t, negative 2b times 2, negative 4b, cosine 2t. So, palit na natin ngayon dito yung mga value ng second derivative ni XP, first derivative ni XP, tsaka ni XP. So, yung second derivative, ito siya, right? Negative 4a sine 2t minus 4b cosine 2t plus 2 times first derivative. Ano yung first derivative? Ito. 2 times, ano yun? 2a cosine 2t tapos negative 2b sine 2t. Okay, plus 2 times XP. Si XP ay, ito, A sine 2t plus B cosine 2t. A sine 2t plus B cosine 2t. Then equal to sine 2t sa right side. So simplify lang natin, yung pwedeng i-distribute, i-distribute. So itong first two term, copy lang as is. Tapos, itong 2 distribute. So, 2 times 2a, positive 4a cosine 2t. 2 times negative 2b, negative 4b sine 2t. Distribute din itong 2. 2 times A, positive 2A sine 2t. 2 times B, positive 2B cosine 2t equals sine 2t. So, simplify natin. Yung pwedeng makombine yung mga sine 2t tayo. Sine 2t muna tayo. Okay, so negative 4a, negative 4b, plus 2a times sine 2t. Tapos yung mga cosine naman, 2t. So, negative 4b plus 4a plus 2b times quantity cosine 2t, then equal to sine 2t. So, simplify natin to. So, negative 4a plus 2a, negative 2a minus 4b times sine 2t. Tapos, simplify natin to. 4a, unahin natin si 4a, and then negative 4b plus 2b, negative 2b. Cosine 2t equals sine 2t. Yan, pwede na tayong mag-equating coefficient. So, yung coefficient ng same function sa right and left side, equate natin. So, sa sine 2t, so sa right side, coefficient niya is 1, right? Equate nyo sa coefficient ni sine 2t sa left side. Ito, negative 2a minus 4b. Next, sa cosine 2t naman. So, sa right side, wala tayong cosine 2t. Ibig sabihin, 0 yung coefficient nun. Pero sa left side, may coefficient na 4a minus 2b. So, isasolve ngayon natin tong system of equations 1 and 2 for a and b. Okay, so pwede nating isolve itong 2. Solve natin si b in terms of a. Transpose ko si negative 2b sa kanan, bali 4a is equal to positive 2b. Divide natin both sides by 2. So, b is 4a over 2 or 2a. So, substitute ngayon natin. Substitute b is 2a, ito, in 1. So, negative 2a minus 4b na equivalent siya sa 2a equal to 1. So, simplify, negative 2a minus 4 times 2a, negative 8a equals 1. Negative 2a minus 8a, negative 10a equals 1. To solve for a, divide both sides by negative 10. A is negative 1 over 10. So, para ma-solve si b using ito, b is 2a. Substitute nyo ngayon, 2 times a, which is negative 1/10. So, b is 2 times negative 1/10 or negative 2/10 in lowest term, negative 1/5. Yan. So, pwede nyo nang i-plug in sa XP. Ano ba si XP natin? Sige, copy natin to. Form ng XP kanina. Ito, di ba? Okay. Papalit nyo na ngayon si A na negative 1/10 sine 2t, tapos si B, negative 1/5 cosine 2t. Yan. Bale, pag pinagsama na natin, yung general solution is x equal to xc plus xp. So, x is, ano ulit si xc? Balikan natin si xc. Ito. Okay. Plus the xp. Ito. Copy ko na lang. Again, general solution. Pero, particular solution tayo kasi may condition na binigay. Ano yung condition na dalawa? Ito. Copy natin. So, at x, at t is equal to 0 to. So, at t is equal to 0, ibig sabihin nito is x is equal to 2. Tapos, ibig sabihin naman nito, at t is equal to 0, dx over dt is equal to negative 3. So, gamitin muna natin tong unang condition. Kung ito na yung x natin, therefore, ang value niya is 2 sa left side. Tapos, lahat ng mga t is papalitan natin ng 0. So, C1 e to the negative 0 cosine 0 plus C2 e to the negative 0 sine 0 minus 1/10 sine 2 times 0 minus 1/5 cosine 2 times 0. So, 2 is equal, so e to the negative 0 is 1, cosine 0 is 1, right? So, C1 na lang to. Tapos, plus, ito, masi 0 kasi sine 0 is 0. So, wala na tong C2. Tapos, negative 1/10 sine 2 times 0 ulit, 0. Cancel na yan. Then, negative 1/5 cosine 0 is 1. So, meron kang negative 1/5 times 1 na matitira. Or, negative 1/5 na lang yan, right? So, masasolve mo na si C1, transpose mo na lang sa kanan si negative 1/5, sa kaliwa si negative 1/5, 2 plus 1/5 na siya, equal to C1. And what is 2 and 1/5? Gawin yung improper fraction, 11 over 5. Tapos, para masolve si C2 naman, yung condition na to. At t is equal to 0, first derivative ng x with respect to time is negative 3. I-differentiate natin dapat, right? Ayan na naman si derivative. Okay. Sige, ang gagawin ko, i-factor out ko na lang, factor out si e to the negative t. Tapos, matitira sa bracket is C1 cosine t plus C2 sine t. Then, minus 1/10 sine 2t minus 1/5 cosine 2t. Ayan. So, kuhain ng first derivative. Again, product rule para sa part na to. Derivative ng UV is UdV plus VdU. So, let's say, ito si U, ito si V. So, UdV, e to the negative t, times derivative ni V. Okay, derivative natin to, C1 cosine t. E di negative C1 sine t. Right? Kasi derivative ng cosine is negative sine. Kaya negative C1 sine. Tapos, derivative ng C2 sine t, C2 cosine t. Okay. Plus, VdU naman. So, copy si V. Itong C1 cosine t plus T2 sine t times the derivative ng U. Yung U is e to the negative t. Diba? E to the negative t times by chain rule, derivative ng negative t, negative 1. Okay? Tapos ito naman, minus 1/10, derivative ng sine 2t is positive cosine 2t times 2, right? Minus 1/5, derivative ng cosine 2t, negative sine 2t times 2. So, simplify natin, x prime is, so, factor out natin tong e to the negative t. Tapos, i-add natin ito. Bale, negative C1 sine t plus C2 cosine t. Tapos itong negative, i-distribute nyo dito. Bale, negative C1 cosine t minus C2 sine t. Okay, tapos ito, 2 times negative 1/10, negative 1/5 cosine 2t. Tapos negative of negative sine 2t times 2, positive 2/5 sine 2t. So x prime, combine pa natin yung similar terms dito. So sa sine t, meron tayong negative C1 tsaka negative C2. So negative C1 minus C2 sine t. Sa cosine t naman, meron tayong, unahin ko si negative C1 plus C2 cosine t. Then kapitong minus 1/5 cosine 2t plus 2/5 sine 2t. So ito yung derivative, first derivative ni x. Apply na natin yung condition na at ano nga ba yun? At t is equal to 0, first derivative ng x is negative 3. So t is 0, 0, x prime is negative 3. So yung x prime, value is negative 3. Tapos palit natin sa lahat ng mga t is 0. So e to the negative 0, negative C1 minus C2 sine 0 plus negative C1 plus C2 cosine 0, then minus 1/5 cosine 2 times 0 plus 2/5 sine 2 times 0. So e to the negative 0, 1 na lang yan. Sine 0 is 0. So mawawala na to. 0 na siya. Plus negative C1 plus C2. Cosine 0 is 1. So ma-retain yan. Okay. Then minus 1/5. Cosine 2 times 0 is 1. So times 1 yung negative 1/5. Plus 2/5 sine 2 times 0, 0. Okay? So, mawawala na yan. So, bale, negative 3 is, ito pag sinimplify mo, ito na lang matitira. Yung negative C1 plus C2, right? Then, minus 1/5. Tapos ito, wala na. Okay? So, pwede na nating isubstitute si C1. Matitira si C2. Nakuha na natin kasi si C1 kanina na 11/5, right? So, negative 3 is equal to negative C1 na 11/5, then plus C2 minus 1/5. So, si C2 ay transpose na lang natin lahat itong negative 11/5 saka negative 1/5 sa kaliwa. So, negative 3, positive 11/5 na, tsaka positive 1/5. So, ilan yan? Negative 3 plus 11/5 plus 1/5. Negative 3/5. So, negative 3/5 is C2. Yan. So, mako-compute na natin yung particular solution. Palit na lang natin si C1, C2 sa general solution. Diba ito yung general solution natin? So, palit natin ngayon, ano si C1? 11/5. Okay, 11/5 C1 e to the negative t cosine t. C2 naman, anong nakuha natin? Negative 3/5. Minus 3/5 pala to. Tapos, e to the negative t sine t. Then, copy, minus 1/10 sine 2t minus 1/5 cosine 2t. Yan. So, ito yung particular solution. Okay, next. Sige, part B tayo. Ang differential equation naman sa part B is d squared x over dt squared plus 2dx over dt plus 2x is equal to negative 3. Mali. Equal to 5 e to the negative 2t plus t. Tapos yung condition is x of 0 is equal to 2 and dx over dt of 0 is 1. So, ganun uli. Meron uli tayong non-homogeneous DE with constant coefficient second order. So, convert natin into differential operator form. Itong left side, so d squared plus 2d plus 2 times x. Sorry. Ano lang pala siya. X, parang mauulit kasi sa kabila. Sa kanina, di ba? Pag 2. So, 1x lang to or x. Okay? Then, equal to 5 e to the negative 2t plus t. So, non-homogeneous siya. Ang form uli ng solution, general solution is x equals to xc plus xp. So, for xc muna tayo, solve the homogeneous DE, d squared plus 2d plus 1, x equal to 0. Auxiliary equation, f of m is equal to 0. Ang f of d natin is ito, d squared plus 2d plus 1. So, f of m, palitan nyo yung mga d ng m squared plus 2m plus 1 is 0. So, solve the quadratic equation. Ano yung roots niyan? Factored form niya is m plus 1, tama? So, equating each factor to 0, pareho silang m plus 1. Repeated roots to. So, m is transpose 1, negative 1, and negative 1. So, kapag repeated roots, kapag homogeneous, case 2 naman yon. Paano isulat yung xc? So, c1 e to the negative 1t plus c2, dahil repeated, magkakaroon ka ng t. Tapos, same e to the negative 1t. Or simply, c1 e to the negative t plus c2 t e to the negative t. Yan yung xc. Paano yung xp? So, for xp na tayo, bale, babalik ko na yung function sa right side. So, ito yung left side. Papalitan natin yung 0 na kung ano man yung nakalagay talaga sa kanya sa original D. Itong 5 e to the negative 2t plus t. Yan. So, anong itsura ng xp natin? So, yung roots natin dito kanina sa homogeneous is repeated na negative 1, dalawa. Dito sa right side, ang function natin is 5 e to the negative 2t tsaka t. So, ibig sabihin ng e to the negative 2t, meron kang auxiliary equation roots dyan na negative 2. So, pwede kang magkaroon dito ng a e to the negative 2t form. Right? Yung t, ibig sabihin yan, dalawang repeated roots na 0. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, pwede kang magkaroon ng xp na plus b, then plus ct. Yan. So, ito yung form ng xp natin. So, i-substitute ngayon natin d squared plus 2d plus 1 xp is equal to 5 e to the negative 2t plus t. So, distribute si xp. d squared xp plus 2dxp plus xp is 5e to the negative 2t plus t. Kailangang mahanap si second derivative ni xp at first derivative ni xp. So, first derivative ni xp, given yung xp is ito, i-first derivative natin. So, derivative ng a e to the negative 2t, that's a e to the negative 2t times negative 2. Derivative ni b, constant yung b, 0. Plus derivative ng c of t, c times derivative ng 1, ng t is 1. Or dxp is negative 2a e to the negative 2t, so wala na yung 0, c times 1 is c. Okay, next. So, yung second derivative naman. So, i-derivative pa natin tong first derivative ni xp. Derivative nito is negative 2a. Again, derivative ng e to the negative 2t is e to the negative 2t times negative 2. Plus derivative ng c na constant 0. So, d squared xp is negative 2a times negative 2, positive 4a e to the negative 2t. So, pwede na nating i-substitute dito. Copy natin. Okay, meron tayong d squared xp na ang value 4a e to the negative 2t. Substitute. Plus 2 times first derivative ng xp. Ano yung value natin? Ito. Diba? Copy ko na lang. Yan. Plus xp. Ano yung xp? Ito. Form ng xp, ito, right? Copy ko na lang. Okay. Then equal sa right side na to. 5e to the negative 2t plus t. Sige, simplify natin. So, copy lang tong 4a e to the negative 2t. Distribute si 2. Negative 2 times 2, negative 4a e to the negative 2t. 2 times c, 2c. Then plus, so copy na lang to, a e to the negative 2t plus b plus ct equals to 5 e to the negative 2t plus t. May mako-combine ba tayo? Ito maka-cancel, oh. Cancel. Matitira is a e to the negative 2t. Tapos, wala na. ct. And then, yung constant na b plus 2c equals to 5 e to the negative t plus t. Yan, by ano na tayo, equating coefficients of same function sa left and right side. So, sa e to the negative 2t muna. Coefficient niya sa right side is 5. Coefficient sa left side is a. O, solve agad si a as 5, right? Next, so sa t naman, coefficient ni t sa right is 1. Yung visible coefficient niya na 1. Coefficient ni t sa left is c. So, solve agad si c, 1. Then, for the constant, yung walang variable, so sa right side, wala kang constant, 0, right? Okay, pero sa left side, meron b plus 2c. So, masasolve nyo ngayon si b. b is negative 2c. Transpose lang tong 2c sa kanan. So, b is negative 2 times c, na meron na tayong value na 1. b is negative 2 times 1 or negative 2. Yan. Pag pinlagin nyo ngayon kay xp, ano si xp ulit? Diba ito? Ano si a? 5. 5 e to the negative 2t plus b. Ano si b? Negative 2. Minus 2. And then ano si t? Ay ano si c? 1. So, plus 1t or t na lang. Ito si xp. So, pag pinagsama na natin, general solution x is xc plus xp. So, ano nga ulit si xc? Balikan natin. Si xc ay ito. Copy. Plus the xp, ito. 5e to the negative 2t minus 2 plus t. General solution. Okay, pero kailangan natin is particular solution kasi may condition tayo, di ba? Ano yung condition natin kanina? Balikan natin yung condition. Ito. So, ibig sabihin ng x of 0 is 2 at t is 0, x is 2. Tapos, ibig sabihin ng dx of 0 over dt is 1 at t is 0, first derivative or x prime is 1. So, pag ginamit muna natin tong first condition, so papalitan natin ng x2, then papalitan natin ng t, 0, right? So, c1 e to the negative 0 plus c2 times 0 e to the negative 0 plus 5 e to the negative 2 times 0 minus 2 plus 0. So, 2 is, e to the 0 is 1 na lang. So, c1 na lang siya. Plus, so may time 0 ka dito. So, wala na yan. 0 na yan. Itong e to the negative 2 times 0 is 1. So, magiging 5 times 1. Then, minus 2 plus 0. So, 2 is equal to c1 plus 5 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, right? Transpose si 3 sa kaliwa. So, 2 minus 3 is C1 or C1 is negative 1. Okay. Next, yung second condition, ito naman, yung derivative. First derivative ng x is 1 at t is 0. So, i-derivative natin dapat yung nakuha nating general solution ng x. Ito. Sige, i-derivative muna natin ito. Ito sa x, di ba? So, x prime is, so derivative nito, c1 e to the negative t times negative 1. Derivative nito, this is product rule, right? Sige. Ito si u, ito si v. So, derivative ng uv is u dv plus v du. So, copy si u, c2t, derivative ni v, e to the negative t times negative 1. Plus v copy, e to the negative t, derivative ni u na c2 of t, c2, right? Then plus 5, derivative ng e to the negative 2t is e to the negative 2t times negative 2. Derivative ng negative 2, 0, plus derivative ng t1. So, magiging negative c1 e to the negative t. Ito ay negative c2 t e to the negative t plus c2 e to the negative t. 5 times negative 2, negative 10 e to the negative 2t plus 1. Okay, tsaka natin na-apply yung condition na at t is equal to 0, x prime daw ay 1. So, yung x prime gawing 1, then palit nyo lahat ng t as 0. So, negative c1 e to the 0 minus 0, c2 times 0 e to the negative 0 plus C2 e to the negative 0 minus 10 e to the negative 2 times 0 plus 1. So, 1 is equal to, ito, 1 na lang tong e to the negative 0. So, negative C1 na lang yan. Then, may times 0 to. So, wala na siya. 0 na siya. Then, e to the negative 0 ulit is 1. So, plus C2 na lang siya. E to the negative 2 times 0 is 1. So, negative 10 na lang plus 1. So, 1 is, so pwede nyo nang ipalit si C1 dito kay negative C1. Kasi may value na tayo kanina na negative 1, right? So, bale, negative of C1 na negative 1 plus C2 minus 10 plus 1. So, 1 is equal to negative of negative 1, positive 1, C2, negative 10 plus 1, negative 9. So, 1 is equal to 1 or 1 minus 9, negative 8 plus C2. Transpose si negative 8 sa kaliwa, bale 1 plus 8 na siya equal to C2. Or 1 plus 8, that's 9, equal to C2. Yan, kompleto na tayo, C2 is 9. So, palit na natin sa general solution yung C1 at C2 para makuha yung particular solution. Ang general solution natin is ito, happy. So, X is, so C1, ano si C1? Si C1 ay, ano nga ba yan? Nasaan si C1? Negative 1. Okay. So, negative e to the negative t. Then, C2 is 9. Plus 9t e to the negative t. Then, copy plus 5 e to the negative 2t minus 2 plus t. So, this is the particular solution. Okay, sige. Part C. Ang part C ay d squared x over dt squared plus 4x is equal to t squared. Tapos may condition na x of 0 is 1 and dx of 0 over dt is 2. So, ano ulit siya? Non-homogeneous, DE, constant coefficient, second order. Convert natin into differential operator, so that's d squared plus 4x. Okay. Equal to t squared. So, dahil non-homogeneous, ang solution niya ulit, x is equal to xc plus xp. So, for xc muna tayo. So, solve natin yung homogeneous DE, d squared plus 4 times x is equal to 0. So, f of d natin is ito, d squared plus 4. Tapos, auxiliary equation, AE, is f of m is 0. So, palitan nyo yung d ng m. Bale, m squared plus 4 is 0. So, masasolve natin dito si m. Transpose nyo si 4 sa kanan, magiging negative 4. Get the square root of both sides. M bale is plus minus square root ng negative 4, 2i. Okay, kapag plus minus 2i, complex conjugate pa rin siya, di ba? Pero, wala kang e. Kapag wala kang real part dito, ang form niyan is So, XC is, kasi pwede mo naman lagyan ng placeholder na 0 yung real part. 0 plus minus 2i, bale, C1 e to the 0 t, then cosine 2t plus C2 e to the 0 t then sine naman. Pero yung e to the 0 nga is 1. So, mawawala lang yan. Bale, matitira is XC is C1 cosine 2t plus T2 sine 2t. So, ito yung yung complementary function. Next, kay XP naman. Sige, ibalik natin ngayon yung original DE. Ito. Okay, so ang roots value nito kanina ay, alam natin, plus minus 2i. So, hindi wala siyang kapareha dito sa function natin sa right side. Kasi t square, ibig sabihin, repeated roots lang yan na 0. Ilan? 3 0, right? So, pwede natin gawing form ng XP is, A plus BT plus CT squared, corresponding to 3 repeated roots. Okay? Na 0. Yan. So, ipapalit ngayon natin d squared plus 4 XP. Itong particular solution, palit nyo dito sa original DE. So, distribute yung XP. D squared XP plus 4 XP is D squared. So, kailangan natin si second derivative ni XP. So, first derivative muna ni XP. Ito yung form ng XP. Derivative ng A, 0. Derivative ng BT, B times derivative ng T1 plus CT squared derivative, so C copy lang, times derivative ng T squared applying power rule to T. So dxp is B na lang plus 2CT. Right? Okay. Isa pa, second derivative naman. Derivative natin tong B, 0. Itong 2C, T, derivative is 2C times derivative ng T1. So, d squared XP is 2C na lang. So, saka nyo ipalit ngayon dito sa equation na to. So, yung second derivative is 2C na lang plus 4XP. XP ay ito. Copy natin. Copy lang. Equals T squared. Yan. So, simplify lang, distribute lang natin tong 4. So, 2C plus 4A plus 4BT plus 4CT squared is equal to T squared. Sige, equate coefficient tayo. So, dito sa T squared, meron tayong coefficient ng T squared sa kanan is 1. Right? Coefficient ng T squared sa kaliwa, 4C. Yan. Tapos, kay T naman, wala tayong T term sa right side, sabihin coefficient is 0. Sa left side, meron. Coefficient ni T is 4B. Okay? Tapos, sa constant, yung walang T or variable, so wala tayong constant sa right side, 0. Right? Pero sa left side, may constant tayo. Yung mga walang T is 2C plus 4A. So, solve natin tong equation na to. Bale, itong una, masasolve na agad si C, right? 1/4. Right? Divide both sides by 4. Ito rin, si B, divide both sides by 4, 0. Right? Tapos, masasolve natin dito si A. Kasi may C na tayo na 1/4. So, palitan nyo yung C na 1/4 plus 4A equals 0. So, 2 times 1/4 is 1/2 plus 4A is 0. Transpose yung 1/2 sa kanan, 4A is 1/2. Then divide both sides by 4. So A is 1/2 divided by 4, or that's 1/8. Okay, tama ba? Or it should be negative pala, sorry. Negative 1/2. Pag tinranspose si 1/2 kanina, from positive sa kanan, ay sa kaliwa, lipat sa kanan, magiging negative 1/2. Kaya negative 1/2 divided by 4, negative 1/8 dapat. Yan. So ano na ngayon si XP? Di ba yung XP natin ay ano? A plus BT plus CT squared. So A plus BT plus CT squared. Si A ay negative 1/8. So substitute nyo na. B ay 0. So mawawala pala tong T term natin. Okay? Plus ano si C? 1/4. 1/4 T squared. Therefore, XP is negative 1/8 plus 1/4 T squared lang. Yan. Pag pinagsama na natin, X is XC plus XP. Ano ba si XC natin? Si XC natin ay, balikan lang natin. Ito, C1 cosine 2t plus C2 sin 2t. Sige, copy ko na lang. Then, XP. Ito, negative 1/8 plus 1/4 T squared. General solution. Pero, particular solution ang isa-solve natin kasi may condition kanina na check natin ulit. Ito. Copy natin. So, at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 1 daw. At t is equal to 0, x prime or dx over dt is 2. So, using this condition muna, bale x is 1 equal, so palitan nyo lahat ng mga t dito ng 0, C1 cosine 2 times 0 plus C2 sine 2 times 0 minus 1/8 plus 1/4 0 squared. So C1 cosine 2 times 0 or cosine 0 is 1. So C1 na lang to times 1 or C1. Plus C2 sine times 2 0 is 0. So mawawala na to, right? Then minus 1/8 plus 1/4 times 0 squared 0. So 1 is C1 minus 1/8. Okay, ano ngayon si C1? Lipat si negative 1/8 sa kanan, ay kaliwa. Bale, 1 plus 1/8 si C1 or 1 and 1/8 in improper is 9/8. So, para ma-solve si C2, gamitin nung condition na pangalawa. At T is 0, x prime is 2. So, i-derivative muna natin tong nakuhang general solution, first derivative. Okay, copy natin. Sige, x prime is C1 cosine 2t, derivative is C1 negative sine 2t times 2, right? Plus derivative C2 sine 2t, C2 cosine 2t times 2, minus derivative ng 180 plus 1/4, derivative ng t square is 2t. So, x prime is, again, negative 2 C1 sine 2t plus 2C2 cosine 2t, then minus 0, wala na yan, 1/4 times 2t, that's 1/2 t. Ngayon, ipapalit na natin yung t is 0 sa mga t and x prime is 2. So, x prime is 2. Then, palitan yung mga t ng 0. negative 2c1 sine 2 times 0 plus 2c2 cosine 2 times 0 plus 1 half times 0. So, sine 2 times 0 is 0 lang yan. So, wala na to. Tapos, 2c2 cosine 2 times 0 is 1. Or, 2c2 na lang. Itong 1 half times 0 is 0. Sa anong natira? Divide na lang natin to both sides by 2. C2 is 2 divided by 2 or 1. Yan. So, kompleto na tayo. Palit na lang natin dun sa general solution. Ito yun, di ba? Yung value ng C1 tsaka C2 para makuha yung particular solution. So, X is C1. Ano si C1? 9/8. 9/8 cosine 2t plus C2, 1 sine 2t, or kahit wag yun nang isulat yung coefficient na 1, sine 2t na lang. Then, copy, minus 1/8 plus 1/4 t squared. So, ito yung particular solution. Okay? Yun. So, nakasolve din tayo ng total of 4 problems. Right? Tama ba? Yes? Okay. So, for the topic, review ng differential equations. So, siguro sa next topic natin, next episode nito, is doon na tayo sa pinaka main topic, yung particularly all about analysis in the frequency domain. Yun. So, possible mag-review muna tayo ng Laplace transform sa next lesson natin. Okay, so sige, hanggang dito muna yung ating video tutorial. See you on my next one. Yan. Shoutout sa viewers na nag-comment, si Project Padayon. Hello, Project Padayon. So kung gusto niyo bumili ng mga products pala ng Project Padayon, punta lang kayo sa page nila. So marami silang note viewers for engineering, sa mga CE, sa mga ME, EE, ECE, ChemEng, pati sa mga nursing at saka criminology and yung mga STEM students. Tsaka meron silang mga yung parang reviewer notebooks for specific subjects sa engineering, like yung thermodynamics, engineering economy, ano pa ba, yung fluid mechanics, strength of material. So basta punta lang kayo sa FB page ng Project Padayon. Hello din kay Missy Patter. Sana na-save ito dito sa page. Yes, masasave ito. Don't worry. Pwede nyo panoorin anytime. Okay, so sige, hanggang dito muna. Thank you for watching. Sana may natutunan kayo. See you on my next live. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.